Subtle ways that men begin to control women, things that they do. Number one, we've heard this term love bombing. What love bombing is, it's just an over indulgence in affection, texting so much, calling so much, and what they're doing is trying to overwhelm your emotions in a positive way so that they can get a certain outcome. And then what they do is number two, then they begin breadcrumbing you. I call it minimum waging you. And what they do is after they've love bombed you and got you emotionally invested in them, then they begin to pull back. They begin to not call every morning, not text every morning. And then they begin to give you just enough to keep you on the hook. What that does is it makes you believe, like, what's wrong with me? What am I doing? And what do? You go harder now. You do more now. And so that's just a form of control. Number three, they begin to get you to act out of character, things you would normally do. Let me give you an example. For instance, when he wants to control you, manipulate you, what he will do is attempt to isolate you from your family and friends and say things like, oh, why do you have to be with your family and friends? Am I not enough? Why can't you be with me? It's just an element to control you. Number four is they create and amplify the insecurity that you might already have. For instance, they do that through this process called negging. Negging is if you tell them you have an insecurity about your butt. And so what he'll do is just start negging, say, well, your butt is a little droopy, or your butt is small, or you could get a BBL, but I don't know. And what they do is they neg you just a little bit, amplify the insecurity just a little bit. So now what happens is you subconsciously want their approval. And so whenever they don't give it to you, they take you down a notch and they feed the insecurity, and they're the one who has to undo what they've done. But all of these are nothing more than control mechanisms, and the coach is just here to let you know. All right.